Boopa da 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 This is a game I've been excited for absolutely ages. I've seen people play it. I watched the closed beta. I couldn't get into it because I was just too late when I found out about it. But now the open beta was released yesterday at 2 p.m. my time, and I've played so much of it. Played so much of it already, and I just love it to pieces. It's so much fun. Yeah, so I'm going to show you a little bit about the game. Hopefully, if I can get in. It takes a while to load. Pretty much what's happened. I'll explain. So pretty much what it is, it's samurai versus knights versus Vikings. That's it. And it's this giant territorial war. As you can see, like each. Ignore all this. Just go away. So we have the blue. Well, if you can kind of see it, ignore the cursor. We have the blue side round down the bottom right, the kind of red side down the top, and the yellow down the bottom left. Those show each of the factions. That's it. And if you see in the very top right that those no, I can't speak today. Those numbers that'll say who is winning. My faction is the samurai one, and which is the blue. And we are not winning, but not losing. The Vikings, no? Or is it the Knights? I think it's the Knights. No, it's the Vikings. It's the Vikings. But anyway, I'm going to get into the game, and I will show you what it is. It was at this time of me editing, just about here, that I realised that the microphone didn't record for the rest of it. So I'm going to talk over the video. I'm going to watch the video and talk over it right now. Yeah, do that now. Yeah. Okay, so this is the game. This is really hard to commentate over after playing it, watching it on a very small screen. It's a bit laggy, as you can see, because it is only a beta, but it's okay because it's probably the most fun beta I've ever played in my entire life, ever, and this is a big ever. I love it to pieces. So yeah, who I'm playing as is the Peacekeeper. There are, for each like faction, there are 3 characters in the beta at least. I think there's 4 for each on the real thing when it comes out. There is a tank. There is like just a normal DPS kind of character. There's a more long range person. And there is a mix, kind of. It ranges which you get in each faction. So this Peacekeeper is kind of like a like fast, stealthy kind of character. Well, he's not stealthy. None of them are stealthy, but a stealthy character. And I'm going to try and explain the combat system. It's kind of easier when you're not playing it, but it's not easier because I'm not playing it. If that makes sense. So what we have is, if I stop bloody battling the stupid minion guys, when you target on any other player, you get a shield kind of icon. You may be able to see it. It's pretty much just on my character. That depicts which way you are going to block and attack. So say if you have the joystick up, you're going to attack up, like do the big headshot or something. This, like, because it's all about combat, it makes it so much better than just like tap X, tap Y, blah blah blah, combos kind of thing. Like, it puts so much strategy in it, and there's so much you can do, like block breakers, which I try and show off a bit later. You can do so much with it. It's very in depth, and to learn, because to learn everything is going to be hard. There are not going to you may master 2, maybe 3 if you're good. Here I'm just watching the combat really, and then taking control when he dies. Yeah, you may master 2 characters, possibly 3. But this, I'd be surprised if anyone, well, apart from like the super hardcore gamey-wamey people, managed to like actually do it. There we go. I got a kill. And so this is this mode's called Dominion, which is pretty much just capture the point. In the top right you can see we've got a counter for each point. I'm team blue, and you have to get to 1,000 points, and then it's sudden deathmatch for the other team until they get 1,000 points, or until your team until the other team loses 1,000 points. See, I'm not doing well here. The red lights were flashing. That's the way I should have blocked, but I didn't because I'm a dum-dum.
You lost Zone A.
The reason for those minions as well is that they're kind of minions. So you have Zone A and Zone C, which are just like capture the point kind of things, and you have a this is on every Dominion map. Ouch, that looks painful. Oh yeah, here's another technique. Wait for it. Push them off the edge; they'll always die, as I did there. Yeah, Zone B is like a kind of more push. So you push it. I don't know if I zoom in here. No, I don't. You can zoom in on this page. It's really nice and pretty. So your minions will go out and fight on Zone B, and if you can take out the opposing minions. If we have more minions on our side on Zone B than they do, then we get it because they're just pushing and fighting against each other. As you can see down there, the blue and the orange. As you can see now, we're on sudden death from my team, and I'm going. I'm not good enough to go up against this character who's very good at blocking, and I'm bad at blocking. So, there are even two of us. You can be really good at this game. We're back on sudden death because they got to 1,000 points and we haven't yet. So it means just when we die you don't respawn until we hit 1,000 points or until they go under. I think on this one the two of us didn't manage to take him out, which is really embarrassing. It's good for him. Yeah, see, I died. Useless, you're useless. See, this is the look around the map. You can see in real time what's happening, and it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it so much because it still looks good. It's not like drawn. Like, I don't know. They could have done like something like made it look less HD, but they didn't. It just looks just as good. Here, someone revived me. Oh no, they didn't. I am watching someone else play. A lot better than me. And then they die. Or I switch characters. I can't remember. See, it's hard to do this. I just wish my mic worked. Yeah. This annoyed me because those guys were just kind of standing here. But yeah, that's Dominion. On to the next game mode, the next character. Woo! Okay, so I'm back. I'm using the Nobushi or Nobuki. I can't remember it now. I'm the character on the left, and he's got a big spear. And this is the samurai. Firstly, I used a knight. Even though I'm on the samurai faction, I prefer using the knights. And firstly, this is the best loading screen you'll ever get in any game ever. It's very Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I feel, like if you've ever played the online multiplayer. I'm also switching up the game mode. This is the duel. It's a one-on-one. At the moment there are 3 game modes: Dominion, duel, and elimination. And I'm going to show elimination on after this. But this is kind of just me showing off a tiny bit, because this character's really, if you don't know how to defend against her, she's really hard to beat. She's one of those kind of, you have to know. Although he did do quite well. That's one of the Vikings traits. He can pick you up and then just charge you across. See, everyone has different traits and different moves. I don't know this person's. I know the Peacekeeper has like a stab, and then you can bleed out if you get them down to a low enough health. but they're literally every single character has a different thing, and so they may be quite similar. I'm not sure, I haven't looked at them enough. But yeah, and you also see we're just switching stances, which is just different ways to attack and block. So you could, yeah, I've told you all this, but and you get wonderful eliminations if you hit them with a heavy strike at the end. It's lovely. And there I am, just kind of taunting to show off. Also, these draws, as you can probably read, are best of 5, and spoiler, I completely annihilated him. It was so funny, because I was, while recording, I was saying, oh, I'll just speed this up to the end, because I thought it got a bit slow. After this match I said that, and then I won the match, because I had beaten him. So if you want to throw for honor player, to hit me up here. Look at these tactics. Oh, just a bit of it was lucky for him, you know. That's what they call it, just pure luck. This is what I like about this Nabushi, I can't remember her name for the last one. She's the only character with a sword, and yeah, there's people like the shield guy who has a mace, but all the others is kind of a sword or an axe, I feel. And then a mace is kind of similar style, if you get what I mean. Just swinging. There we go, taunting again, shove. But the mace is kind of like, not the mace, the staff is kind of like just so different to anything else. It's such a different playstyle. I don't know what they're going to release to kind of combat that for the other two factions, because there's a Knight and Viking. But it's going to be kind of sad if they don't, because the Viking I feel is lacking. You have one guy with a giant axe. You have what looks like the exact same guy. I'm sure they're very similar to play, who just has a giant sword. And then you also have just like a little scout kind of person who has a kind of battle axe kind of style, like a hand axe. A tomahawk, that's what it's called. There we go. I was trying to, in the silence, I was just thinking of what it was called. Yeah, like a tomahawk, but he doesn't throw it like in Call of Duty. There we go. A wonderful elimination. That's one of my favourite ones, it's so cool. Showing off again, as I do. Okay, next I'm going to show you elimination. Elimination, which is the last round. Well, not the last round, the last mode at the moment. Okay, this is the loading screen for elimination. So obviously elimination, once you die you are out of the round. I can't talk about how much I love this loading screen. It's just so pretty, it's so Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. If you've ever played the online where you kind of had to like hide, it was kind of like Murder, if you've ever played that on Garry's Mod or something like that. It's just such an incredible game. And so is this. I love it. Maybe it's because it touched my Brotherhood heart. So yeah, this is me trying out the Viking. And I think this is just a short one because I joined halfway through. So I think it could just be 1 or 2 rounds. And what I was also saying, you remember I remember a few things. It's just the problem I don't like this mode is it's 4 on 4. But when say one person goes into a group of 4, like what just happened, there are no tactics involved. Literally, you just all press the heavy attack and hope you don't hit each other, because there is team attacks on and stuff. I still don't know what that was. I didn't know what it was when I got it, and I still don't. Yeah, it's just hitting, and there's no tactics or anything. Otherwise, like, unless they figured out a way to kind of counter that, ignore the people coming online, to like give it tactics or something. I wouldn't want like a big battle thing, because some people have been saying it's lacking because it doesn't have, say, like a 10 on 10 or something like that, which would be incredible. Like big battles like Star Wars Battlefront would be good if they could sort out the problem of it just being mayhem and kind of turning into a spammy button mash, because that's what puts this apart from, say, like from any other kind of thing, it's just spamming the same buttons. But this, you have to put proper tactic and watch what they're doing. There we go, we had won the match. Not thankful to me, I did terrible as the Viking. That was my first time playing as a man. But yeah, this is For Honor. It's an incredible game. The beta's out until this Sunday, and I really say give it a try. If like even this video you thought like, oh, that looks cool, like the beta's free, you may as well give it a try. And if not, I'm sure it won't be expensive for long. Yeah, well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.